welcome.
It's the Graveyard Girls, a true crime and mysteries podcast.
Yes, how are you?
I'm alright. Do you want to talk about the Ghoul Club?
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, they started, for anyone that follows our Feature Friday, they will know they were actually picked as our first Feature Friday. But I spotted them on their launch day, and they're absolutely fucking brilliant. I'm not going to lie. Absolutely hilarious. So anyone that's into anything ghosty and paranormal, they will absolutely love these guys, because it's that stuff mixed in with a shit ton of comedy. It's absolutely hilarious. So I wanted to give them another bit of a shout out that wasn't just on our Instagram page, because otherwise we'd end up littering our pages with everyone else's accounts and wouldn't end up posting anything about our own accounts. So we obviously don't want to do that. But yeah, I thought they were worth another little shout out for people that want to go and give them a little view.
Support them as well.
Yeah, support them as well as us. They've messaged us back as well, so they've supported us. So I think it's quite difficult to get started.
Yeah.
And they've been very good to us in terms of like sharing with us the insights that they've sort of had, because that's a big thing. Like, I suppose it's the same with anything. You look at the reviews, they're pretty much always good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, this will help you with this, but no one ever actually has an accurate representation of how it is. So it's quite nice to be able to pal up with someone that's able to help us along our way as well, and sort of help give us information on like what we can boost. And they're a really good source of like looking to see how we could change things, because we notice a lot of things that they do that then seems to do work really well for them. So it's like, it's not a case of you're stealing it, but it is a little bit. It's a case of you see, well, okay, well that worked for them, I wonder if it could work for us. So then, like I said, you sort of, in a weird way, kind of admire them, don't you?
It's not a weird way. You do admire them.
Yeah, you do admire them. So you sort of look at what they're doing and think, okay, that's working. They're doing really well with this. I was really surprised with... Not surprised, that's not fair. I thought it was really interesting how quickly they took off.
Yes.
And how... I think they've been very, very clever with how they've sort of... The categories that they put themselves in. I think we didn't really think about anything like that. We're just like, yeah, it's true crime. Like, we'll go in with that. And I think they were very good at how they sort of put that forward. They've been very good with how to put all the little snippets in for their episodes. And you sort of look at things and you think, wow, loads of people are really paying attention to this sort of thing. You think, right, okay. You obviously have you do a bit of research and look at how other accounts will do it. But when you look at them, some of those have already got like 10, 20,000 followers. Yeah. So it's very hard, unless you followed them from the beginning, it's really difficult to see how they started out. And then you're trying to achieve what they've already achieved.
Also, the Ghoul Club is an amazing name.
It is. It's absolutely brilliant. And their logo is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. All the little bits of artworks that they've done is absolutely brilliant. I don't know if I say it. Yeah, go look at their new logo that they did. I think it was yesterday or the day before that they posted it. It's got a really cool little spooky haunted house. And their logo would look absolutely brilliant on a t-shirt.
Oh, look at that.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I even like, on the episodes, I like the little like characters that they've done.
I love that. Look at his ghost shirt.
I know, it's brilliant, isn't it?
I want that ghost shirt. Oh yeah, that's cool.
I know. This is it, but this is it. All the little bits of artwork that have gone with it have been absolutely brilliant.
Do you know who draws them? Because these are amazing. Look at that, is amazing. Look at that. Sorry, this is the first time I'm seeing it. Yeah, I do love the Ghoul Club name. That's amazing.
It is. So, like I said, it fits in nicely, like spooky stuff that we're into. Like I said, that's what caught my attention. Because on the launch day, when I spotted it, it was hours before they put up their actual first episode. So they already had a bit of a following before they'd even released the first episode.
Whereas
we didn't. We did not do that at all.
Well, we
were in a panic because we were already weeks behind our original launch day.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's fine, we'll get it done, we'll get it out there. We sort of post the thing, and even then I think it'd been up a few hours before I actually made a post about the fact
we just told friends, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then it did take off quite well that first day.
Yeah, the first episode, I think we got like about 29 views for the first 24 hours. And then we didn't have anything for a few days. But that first day was really deceiving, because we're like, we could get 29 views. We're like, we didn't even promote it or anything. This is going to be dead easy. And that was it. So it's been really good to sort of share that. I feel in a weird way they've kind of come along on the journey with us a little bit. It's another podcast that has started.
Maybe we could do like a little joint thing with them.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. So a ghost one called Mystery. We'll have to find a ghosty mystery.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Google up if you want to do that. I'm up for it.
Yeah, I'm up for it. But yeah, that could be a little collaboration. That'd be a good one. Yes, we'll cover the same case and then compare everything that we've got.
Or they could just make us laugh.
Yes, which they already do anyway, because they are absolutely hilarious. Honestly, like, I'm literally piddling my pants at half of the things. It's good because you get your good little ghosty story.
Yeah.
But it's those bits of conversation and the interaction in between that just make it. It's absolutely brilliant.
I think that's what we lack sometimes, because off mic, we are absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we press record, we're like,
oh,
I don't
we
want
get so
to.
nervous, and then we're like, right, I must stick to the facts. I must deliver the information.
It's like, do not interrupt me, Amelia.
And I'm like, yes, Natasha, I was about to tell you that, but I'm about to answer your question.
It's aliens.
No, it's not aliens, Natasha.
I don't know. I think we need to bring ourselves more into this.
But yeah, so we definitely need to share that. I mean, I think at first we had that element of like, yeah, we're going to get all the girls on tour. We'll share a more personal side and that sort of thing. And then we've been incredibly busy.
Yes.
So Girls on Tour hasn't quite gone how we originally planned.
We have plans for that.
Yes.
And
we're
that
just
is
a little bit delayed in that. So we've been very much focused on our witch trials at the moment.
That is
that
taking
has been
a lot.
full steam ahead.
A lot of work that is taking.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a lot of work, but it's been even more work than we originally thought. Because in a weird way, even though it's been a couple of months in the planning, it was also a bit of a spare of the moment thing.
Yeah.
Because I kind of decided it pretty much at the time that I'd quit my job. And I was like, yeah, we can do a whole season. We'll really focus on that. It'd be a big thing.
Well, I did say that I wanted to do something like that. I was thinking more of like the Warren Hauntings first.
Ooh.
And then I wanted something about witch trials. And then you ran with the witch trials. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. But there's so many that you're not even aware of.
This was it. The some of the stuff that I've read through is absolutely unbelievable. It's like we knew they were being stupid anyway, and some of the accusations and what they were burning people at the stake for based on their accusations was absolutely ridiculous. But there's some of them have been even worse than I thought, and some of them, to be fair, are quite funny. I mean, not sure I'd be laughing if I was the one being accused, but that said, when I can look back at it, I do think it's interesting and quite amusing.
It's just time. You can laugh because it's not happening now.
Yeah.
It's just, there's some of the things, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It's so unbelievable. Like, you just think there's no way it could be true. But weirdly, it is. So, but yes.
We'll get more into that during the witch trials, but yeah. All these women.
I know. We definitely have been accused and put to death by now. I think we've been put to death about 100 times for all the things we've done. So,
just for having moles. Yeah. Well, that's it. It's just that you have moles. It's like, that's the devil's mark.
Oh, there was one where they slammed the door, but they didn't slam the door. They just let it shut too loud behind them.
I mean, I get
but how many times have we walked through a door? You know when you like, I used to do it at work all the time before COVID when I used to leave the doors open. I used to walk into the canteen. You know, if you pushed it, but you pushed it a bit too hard and it smashed against the wall, and you're like, oh shit. I think if I look at that now, I'd have actually been, that was it. I was consorting with the devil, so.
I know, some of the way people came through there, you're like, are you angry? It's like, no. It's like, you came through that a bit.
Yeah, you're a bit aggressive.
So no.
I'm just here, happy to be here, as always.
As we all are, yes. None of us are crying.
We're thrilled. I'm okay, I don't have that problem anymore.
However, I do.
Yes, you do. So we need everyone to sign up to our Patreon so we can help Natasha escape. Before she ends up in an asylum.
Hey, I can do like undercover reporting.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, so maybe I do let you go a bit mad.
Oh,
Shall I be committed?
Go on then.
Take one for the team.
Doesn't sound too bad. I mean,
you say that now to start drugging you up.
Doesn't sound too bad. Just sleep all the time. Oh, but then I'm not doing my job.
No, yeah, you're not doing your job. I need you to give me something back.
Okay.
I mean, you might have lots of ghostly encounters or weird encounters because you're high off the drugs.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant an actual ghost.
I mean, there could be actual ghosts there.
They might want to see my ghost tattoo.
They might. They might be a fan.
Everyone's a fan of my little ghost.
Someone that was committed that was trying to be an astronaut and they've seen your ghosty tattoo and they think it's about them and they're trying to just, tell you the story of their life. And there's you high off drugs. Flopped out on the bed.
I'm just like, no, I'm asleep. Thank you. Go away.
And I'll come back and be like, do you get any information, Natasha? And you go, there was just this one really annoying one that kept coming back.
Poking me. It just wouldn't go away. Has nothing to tell me because I can't communicate with a ghost.
But no. Anyway, I suppose we should probably dive into today's case.
Yes, it is a missing child, I guess.
Oh. What happened to I've not covered any children?
I know. But then it was like, I covered children's death and disappearances. Oh no. That's what I do now.
That's it, that's you.
Yeah. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. So this is the case of Dennis Martin, who was a 6-year-old resident of Knoxville, Tennessee, and was visiting the Great Smoky Mountains National Park along with his father, grandfather, and older brother on Father's Day weekend of 1969.
Okay, so go back a few years.
Yes. The camping trip was a family tradition for the Martins. The family hiked from Cades Cove to Russell Field and camped overnight. The next day they hiked the Spence Field near the Appalachian Trail, where they planned to spend another night. Martin disappeared on June 14th while planning on surprising the adults with his brothers and other children from a separate family who the Martins were camping with. He was last seen by his father going behind a bush to hide.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say go for a pee.
Mate, he might have been as well.
He might have needed a wee.
He's a little 6-year-old. Oh, it's going to be sad, isn't it?
I mean, it's your case. You tell me.
I wrote it a few weeks ago. I can't remember. So he was last seen behind a bush by his father, intending to surprise the adults with the other children. After not seeing him for about 5 minutes, and when all the other children had returned to the campsite, his father became concerned and began searching for him. His father ran down the trail. His father ran down the trail for nearly 2 miles until he was sure he could not have gone any further, meaning Dennis.
Right, okay.
But in 5 minutes, that's like, where would he have gone?
He's been abducted.
He has been abducted. After several hours, they sought help from the National Park Service Rangers. Search efforts, including a separate search by the National Guard and Special Forces, found no trace. Heavy rains during the first day's search hampered efforts and heavy mist the next day. Up to 1,400 people were involved in the search effort, potentially obscuring possible clues.
Right.
So obviously...
They're trampled all over.
Yes.
Potential evidence. Silly question. They're looking out and far. Did they think to look up?
Oh. No, that's a very good question. Yeah, because 6-year-olds can climb.
Yeah.
I want...
He's been just sat in a tree this whole time.
I think he would have realised that his dad needs him, or he's getting a bit concerned and maybe come down from the tree.
Oh no, it's a funny game.
It's not 6-year-old, they probably would think it's funny. Oh. That didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Footprints were found in the area but dismissed as being Martin's and determined by park officials to have been left by a Boy Scout participating in the search. The child-sized footprints led to a stream where they disappeared. So I don't get why they... How can you rule out that they're not Dennis's?
But also, why are they getting children to search? Because without sounding funny, if he'd been murdered...
Yeah, you don't want kids to find it. You don't want a child
to discover a dead body.
I think maybe because it's Father's Day, that's June, so then maybe it's summer camp, isn't it?
Oh,
maybe
so
there's everyone in the area is trying to find Dennis.
Yeah, I suppose.
And I guess they wouldn't be alone.
Does he get an extra badge for his Boy Scouts?
Mate, he probably does actually. I think
is the one for finding a dead body?
They don't find a dead body.
Oh, no.
They don't. They probably don't. Maybe they... What do they get? They do get finding things, don't they?
Yeah, they get the little badges that they have to sew on. But I don't know what
they won't get a dead body one, no.
Okay.
Unless they get a little skull.
That'd be quite cool. I'm not suggesting that the scouts go looking for dead bodies, but it'd be like an ultimate badge. Like, it's one that not everyone else is getting. Like, I helped discover a body.
That's what we should have. We should have school badges.
Ooh, I quite like that. What, like, we'll just different achievement levels?
Yes. Didn't cry today.
Okay.
We recorded a podcast. We made our beds.
Yes.
Different things.
We didn't have too many naughty snacks.
We would never get that one.
No.
We didn't go to Pesto's for a month.
Hey, we haven't been to Pesto's for a month after I had 3 in 1 week.
I still can't believe you had 3 in 1 week.
It wasn't planned.
If anyone knows what Pesto's is, it's a lot of food.
It is a lot of food, and it wasn't planned.
It's like Italian tapas, but the amount we order,
It's
you cannot
silly.
move for a few days.
Well, obviously, we kind of planned it with work. And then it was my dad's birthday. And we asked him where he wanted to go. And originally, he said he wanted to go somewhere else. But then my sister came back, and she's a bit of a fussy eater. So we agreed, why don't we go Pesto's? And I thought, yeah, that's going to be 2 in 24 hours. But also, I'm not going to not go because it's my dad's birthday. I'm also not going to cancel with everyone at work.
Exactly.
So I went. I thought, it's fine. But then it just so happened our friend then, literally 6 days later, wanted to go again. And I just thought, well, but that was for her birthday, so I can't say no.
We can't say no. No, I did have 2 that week. You had 3.
3.
So I can't really, judge.
So yeah, it was essential. I needed to go.
It is
I
essential.
couldn't let my family and friends down.
If anyone needs cheering up, you need to try these arancini balls.
Arancini balls are the
That's
best.
the best.
But no.
When anyone wants to share them, it's like, no. Get your
Oh,
own.
don't. When I went with my family and they were like, oh, should we get some to share? And I was like, fuck off.
These 3 are mine.
Yeah.
Get your own. It's like, they're the first things I try. There's the first thing, as soon as it's on the table,
It was
they're
a
in.
very good recommendation by you. I'm not going to lie.
I'm very good at recommendations.
It was a very good recommendation.
I kind of fancy Pesto's now.
Yeah, so do I now. We've set ourselves off. Triple arancini balls.
Maybe.
Imagine if we went one time and did just order loads of arancini balls.
We probably get sick of it.
Would we though? I had 3 lots in a week.
They're that good.
Yeah, they're that good.
Cannot recommend them highly enough. They're so good. Even I want.
The thing is, though, now though they've like set the bar for them,
Yes.
and like you've obviously got other places, or like when shops do a version. I think, oh, I really like arancini balls now. I'm gonna have them. The disappointment.
It's the saffron, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's like they have mushroom ones. It's like, no,
No,
that is not what it
I
is.
want the naughty cheesy filled
Yes.
ones.
Oh, they're so good.
They're so gooey in the
They're
middle.
so good out. We are distracted.
Yeah,
How
very
did
distracted.
we get?
What
how
happened
did
to
we
the
get?
missing boy? Scouts. That's how we got onto it.
Boy Scouts. So the child-sized footprints led to a stream where they disappeared.
He was looking for pestos.
He was looking for pestos. It's me and you in the wild. Pestos. The tracks indicated that one foot was barefoot, while the
Oh.
other one was in an Oxford, the type of shoe Martin was wearing, or a tennis shoe, which is very different.
Oh,
And
okay.
also, why would you think that it's a Boy Scout when it's clearly one barefoot, one with a shoe on? Is there no one shoed boy running around?
Does he have 2 legs?
Yes, because there's two.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
two. There's 2 feet.
Yeah, but it could have been the imprint of his prosthetic.
You could still have shoes on your prosthetic.
Yeah, but he might not have one on this prosthetic leg.
Why not?
I don't know. Fell off when he put his leg on.
That's not what happened.
Okay.
Retired park ranger and author Dwight McCarter believes that the prints likely belonged to Martin. Obviously, I just said that. As the tricks were not part of a group and none of the boys were searching while barefoot. So, why even think it was the Boy Scouts?
I don't know.
You're looking for a child. There's some child footprints leading to a stream.
Was he kicking a shoe off, ready to go in the water?
Oh, Dennis.
Yeah. Not... this sounds horrible. I can't say it now because it's inappropriate for a child. I was going to say stripping to go in the water. But it just sounds wrong when you're mentioning a child. But do you know what I mean? He goes to swim, he wasn't going to go in all of his clothes, so he starts taking his off, so a shoe comes off first.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
It's a good thing. But then why, go to scare your dad and then got distracted. Kids do get distracted, don't they?
Yeah, they got like a 30-second attention span.
Not like you.
Yeah.
One of the theories is that he was abducted and taken out of the park by someone or something.
Oh, I thought you were going to say aliens.
I don't believe that I mentioned aliens in this.
It's because they're not real, Natasha.
His father was a proponent of this theory. On the afternoon that Martin disappeared, tourist Harold Key and his family heard an enormous, sickening scream, and shortly after witnessing a man covered in hair seemingly hiding and attempting to flee the scene.
How hairy was this man?
A hairy man.
And also, if it was a big scream, how did no one else hear it? I thought it was busy.
It's on the afternoon, so I'm not sure if it's like before or after Dennis has disappeared.
Right, okay. The hairy man. It's like that story my sister had, the hairy toe. This is the rest of the man.
Maybe you could recommend that for your Feature Friday.
Feature Friday.
The hairy toe.
There's Brenda's beaver as well.
Brenda's beaver. You never told me about Brenda's beaver.
I'm sure I've sent you Brenda's beaver before.
I don't think
I'll send you Brenda's beaver.
Okay. Is it really hairy?
Yeah.
Okay. There's
And this is exactly what you think it is.
Is it?
But the way it's written.
Oh, is it written for like parents to read to their children
Yeah.
as it? Okay. Brenda's beaver.
It's a hairy beaver. Needed a trim.
Of course. Was it written by a man?
I don't know actually.
Oh, I bet it is. Anyway, a hairy man.
There was another one about a grandpa that was all over there. I can't remember what it was. I did screenshot it. Sorry, I'm very distracted. I'm going to have to find out now.
A grandpa?
Yeah. I think it's like grandpa smells like shit.
What? That's not a kid's book. Oh, is it like by the people who's like, go the fuck to sleep? Yeah. Because if you read it in a certain tone, it doesn't matter what it says.
Where's grandpa? Where's he gone?
It's quality content.
Oh no, grandpa smells like piss.
Oh.
The full name of the book is Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber.
That's a dog.
It's not, it's Brenda's Beaver.
That's not what... That's clearly a dog. Also not what it's picturing. Let me see
Brenda
again.
has a big hairy beaver. Every guy who's seen it said that Brenda's beaver's scary.
Scary. Who wrote it?
Oh no, so I'm reading the next page. She meets a lady called Chrissy.
Oh, no.
Chrissy's beaver is quite rare and could be worth $1 million. Hers is bare. It has no hair. Her beaver is Brazilian. I'm gonna have to do a story reading where we read the whole book.
Yes.
We need to order some of these, and I'll do Grandpa Smells Like Piss as well.
Yeah, we'll do Graveyard Girls, do bedtime stories.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have to be mature, so you have to get through it.
Yes. We're actually doing this now, Natasha. It's an actual thing. Right, for everyone. We're doing story time. It's coming soon.
Do it in the winter.
Yes.
Make it all cozy. We'll find all these stories. Yes. You can do it. You do it.
Brenda's got a big hairy beaver.
That was clearly a dog.
It's not, it's Brenda's beaver.
At least, like, put a beaver there, not a dog. It looked like Ralph.
Natasha's beaver. Oh, I might do a cover photo for the episode of you with Ralph.
What place? Yeah. I do have one of them.
Oh my god, I'm actually choking to death now. I'm sorry, that was too funny. The Graveyard Girls at bedtime.
Yes. It's a good time. A good time? It is a good time.
Join us in bed for a story. A completely innocent story.
Of course.
Oh yeah, sorry. I wonder if Dennis was reading Brenda's beaver.
Probably not. Shortly after the scream, Harold Key witnessed a man covered in hair seemingly hiding and attempted to flee the scene. Park rangers and the FBI concluded that there was insufficient evidence to link the sighting to Dennis's disappearance, particularly given that Key's sighting was approximately 5 miles away from Dennis disappeared.
Oh.
But that's not that far.
It's not, but it also is in terms of the park. There's a lot of people, like 5 miles. How far is it from?
It's an American, like, state park.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's not like Bradgate. Because remember, the dad ran for 2 miles in a direction and he couldn't find him. And then he thought that was far enough. So this man being 5 miles away from where Dennis disappeared, that's not that far.
No, I suppose it's not.
Especially if you pace walk.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining Dennis being like picked up by like the Hendersons, Harry and the Hendersons, like a Yeti.
That is where I'm going.
Oh, okay. The hairy man.
Big hairy man. The sighting occurred a little while after Dennis went missing, so that I think that's why they ruled it out. But it's like 5 miles is nothing, especially if it's Bigfoot. The family also added that the man in the woods had something slumped over his shoulder, a highly visible red t-shirt matching the colour shirt Martin was seen wearing the day he went missing.
Right.
Some believe this sighting could possibly be a Bigfoot. No aliens, so we got Bigfoot.
I do like a Bigfoot story.
I do.
Because to me, Bigfoots kind of seem quite nice. Everyone makes them seem like they're scary, but I feel like it is just
They
a
keep
big
to
hairy
themselves.
man that's been left in the world. But he just wants a friend.
Yeah.
And he's just like, someone could be my friend. Then a child comes along, and obviously, because children being the way that children are, they'll talk to anyone, they'll be pretty much friends with anyone. They don't judge. And then he's like, the Bigfoot's like, I got a friend. And then he tries to take him back, like, for tea or something. And he just wants to be his friend. And then they all chase him off, like he's a big, bad, scary thing.
Yeah, I never see Bigfoot as, like, big scary. I think he's just hiding because he's different.
Yeah.
And so he's lonely.
Could we have a Bigfoot?
I have drawn a Bigfoot. He's very cute. He could be our mascot.
Yeah.
I'll show you after this.
Okay.
I'm quite proud of it.
Oh no, we need like a pet Bigfoot.
I thought you'd be quite angry with this story because it's Bigfoot.
No, I like Bigfoot. Can we keep him in the shed in your garden?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like if he was inside, he wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would have said invite him in and let him have a room, but I feel like
he needs to be outside.
Yeah, he likes the wild still, so a shed.
Also,
he's cool with a shed. He can come in, we'll let him have ice cream.
Yeah.
And make him breakfast.
There are reports of people who have witnessed Bigfoot and that he has a certain smell.
Oh no. We might have to wash Bigfoot.
And you know when men don't wash their...
Oh no!
That's what it kind of smells like.
Oh.
So yeah. Bigfoot needs a bath.
Yeah, we'll give him a bath.
He can get himself a bath. A blow dry, yes. He'll be all puffy. He'll be all puffy. I kind of do want to go like looking for Bigfoot.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, go camping.
I don't mind Bigfoot. I think Bigfoot is
I'm very surprised that you're not.
I believe in Bigfoot more than aliens. The alien things I'm not having.
Okay.
But Bigfoot...
Or if Bigfoot is an alien.
I don't think he is.
Okay.
Bigfoot's nice and cute.
Bigfoot is nice and cuddly.
He'd be, really
He's like
cuddly.
Brian.
Oh, he's
like Brian. He's a granddaddy.
We'll bring him back and Brian will be like, oh, that's my uncle.
He's like, okay. Yeah, it is like Brian.
He is like Brian.
I do like Bigfoot. So I think that theory is like the nicest possible it could ever be. But most likely he was maybe abducted and murdered.
Quite possibly.
It's been 50 years since, and no, there's been no evidence of Dennis at all.
See, it's things when you get history like this, I'd absolutely love it someone to come forward and like do a DNA thing and then they were the missing child.
Yes.
And it's like...
He's been living in the woods with Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Bigfoot and his family. That's like the best solution.
A baby Bigfoot.
Have you seen that video of like when they're where it's walking?
No.
It's from like the 60s. I'll show you after this. But people think it's like a female Bigfoot, and then you can see like a baby Bigfoot in the background.
Oh,
I can't.
a baby. Can you imagine making it like a big teddy bear?
I do watch Bigfoot stuff on like Discovery.
No, I like Bigfoot.
I do like Bigfoot. I think we can't have like found every single species in this planet because it's impossible.
I'm not being funny, right? But with all the how things have evolved and into species things, I don't think it's that impossible that certain species could have merged together.
Yes.
And created a hairy man thing.
Because there's reports like all over the world, not just in Pacific Northwest. You've got the Yeti. There's I think a Yowie in Australia. There's reports of them everywhere.
Just a really hairy man.
So you're happy with Bigfoot?
I'm happy with Bigfoot.
Okay, I'll try and find more Bigfoot stories.
Yeah, I like Bigfoot.
Because I told Seth to look out for Bigfoot and he's like, I don't believe in him.
Oh.
I was like...
Silly Seth.
Okay, how dare you? I'll show you my painting.
Yeah, I'd go on holiday with Bigfoot.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll go camping.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like we could make good friends with it. I mean, we probably can't talk, but it's fine.
I was watching... I find the accounts very interesting. I was watching a... I can't remember what it's called. It was a Bigfoot show, and they do touch on the thing that Bigfoot may have supernatural powers, and I'm like, nope.
No, that bit of ruined. They've just made it silly. But I like the idea that there's a Bigfoot out there. Yeah,
because they're like, he can disappear and like with lights, and then he goes into a different dimension. I'm like,
oh no, I don't
make him like
stupid.
solid. Make him, but then it's like I like ghosts. I believe in ghosts. It's
yeah,
like I can't. A Bigfoot is physical and real, and he can't disappear on a whim. But he's good at hiding.
Animal or mammal, however you wanna.
He's good at hiding.
Yeah, little disguise. He just pops out from behind a tree.
Or it's like, is it a ghillie suit? Is a man in a ghillie suit?
No, it's just a really hairy man.
That's today's case. It was a
triangle man.
You have a triangle on you. No one's gonna understand triangle man.
It's not triangle man.
I don't want to know. Thank you.
That's a story for another time.
No one has to know about Triangle Man. Just people can use their imagination for what Triangle Man means. So hopefully Dennis was living with Bigfoot and not some other...
I like the idea of that, but he probably wasn't. It's a bit weird, like with the whole water thing. I'm presuming they searched all the water.
I'm assuming they had sniffer dogs. But then would the water like get rid of the smell?
And how did nothing wash up? Were the family suspicious? Like,
no.
Could any of them have done something?
No.
There's no way he could have accidentally died and then the family tried to cover it up as he disappeared.
Maybe. I don't think so.
I just find it very hard that it was supposed to be as busy as it was, but no one saw anything.
I don't think it was that busy. There was 2 families in this like open area of this park where they were camping.
But I imagine it to be very open, so surely you would see someone wandering off. You feel like a big field, even if you're not paying a massive amount of attention.
He goes behind the bushes and like there's all trees, so someone could have grabbed him from the tree line and no one would have seen.
Yeah, but even then it'd be an open bit afterwards. Someone would.
No, but if he's taking him into the trees, you're not going to see. No, it's a child. He was taken by Bigfoot. Nicest option.
For tea
yes.
And jam sandwiches.
And he's still...
I don't know where you got the jam from, but...
They like berries, apparently.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
He had a berry sandwich.
Where'd they get the bread from?
Dennis brought it.
Okay. That's a nice idea. I like this. See,
so
I don't mind doing child...
that came for tea.
It was Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I did think that when Ralph was younger, he looked like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons.
He does look a bit like
He does,
Harry
like,
from
especially when he's like. Also looks like Billy Connolly. I've
Yeah,
said
it
this
does.
before.
He looks like a lot. He could do the impersonations for different people and characters.
He could. He's quite a
Is he our
character.
Bigfoot? He's baby Bigfoot.
He's baby Bigfoot. Yes, he is. He's getting better now. He's older.
Yeah, he is. He's a good boy, really. You wouldn't be without him.
I don't mind doing a child case when it's kind of we can make it light-hearted.
Yes. Yeah, no, he went to tea for Bigfoot and
He
just
did.
decided to stay. He wasn't that
He did.
bothered. I do wonder that with a lot of the child abduction cases. Obviously, a lot of them it's the sinister end. But I do wonder if there's an element of them where they go away and then because they have such a good life with this new family, like they're
Yeah.
actually genuinely not bothered that they got kidnapped. Like they kind of forget.
I hope that's what it is.
Yeah. Especially if they're younger as well, because they won't necessarily realise that they've been kidnapped, and if they get loads of cool presents. Like imagine if you were like 4 or 5 and you got kidnapped and someone took you to some big really cool castle and you got to play all the games you wanted to, and like for me, if like I got like loads of ponies, I would be like, I want to go home to mummy and daddy. I'd be like, this is fucking brilliant, I'm staying.
Exactly.
You're not going to cough up, are you, that
No.
if someone came on, they're going, no, this isn't my mummy and daddy, do you want to go back home to yours? No.
No, they give me everything I've ever wanted, so no.
Yeah, you are. Can you imagine? Why didn't we get kidnapped and put in a cool castle?
Well, I think some men tried to kidnap you. They tried to pay you off or something. Some of the stories just give you money. Why would they just do that? That's weird.
They did used to give me money.
That's not normal.
They said I was well behaved.
That's not a good thing.
I was sitting there like a good girl. That's what he said.
No grown man should ever say that to you.
I did think I was also being kidnapped by my bus driver when I went to Brooksby. We had a minibus, and there was only 8 of us, and I was the first pickup. And we'd only had this driver a couple of weeks, and he picked me up, and then he started going the slightly wrong way, and I was like, "You're going the wrong way," and he went, "I know," and I was like, "Oh no!" And I was like, "I've been kidnapped."
Oh, have I told you the time in New York when I thought I was being kidnapped?
No.
Oh, okay. Told someone. From the hotel, they were giving, rather than getting a taxi to the hotel, they have the driver transports you themselves. So it was early in the morning, like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And he took us from the hotel. It was quite nice. His name was Alec. And he was just taking us down these side streets, and it was like towards like warehouses and stuff, and it wasn't towards the bridge to leave Manhattan. And I was just like looking, and I was just like, okay. So I started to get my keys to fight, and then like, a little bit while later, I was just like looking at my friend, just like
where are we going?
Just kept making eye contact with her, and he's just like 10 minutes later, we're just driving through all these warehouses, and then like it opens up, and he's just like, "Oh, I just wanted to show you the skyline of New York one last time before you went home."
Oh God!
Fucking tell me that
in the
before,
first
yeah.
place.
It's just like, yeah, it was nice, but fuck, I thought we were gonna be murdered. And he's just like,
we almost didn't make the podcast.
And then he was like, he gave us his number, so then it was like,
he definitely fancied you then.
And then it was like, if you're ever in New York again, I'll pick you up from the airport and take you wherever you want to go. I thought I was going to die.
It was like me with this prospect, and I'm thinking, you've just admitted you know you're going the wrong way. Why are you still going the wrong way? And what it was, he goes, "Oh, I know there's some roadwork." Later on, there was like roadworks up ahead, and I thought, why didn't you just fucking say that he was going to go in a different way? Because there was a set route that we used to go on, and they always had to go on the same route. Yeah. And he just went a really long, winded way round, and it was just the way I went. You go the wrong way. And he went, "I know." It was the really intense. I know.
Men and their communication. If you just say everything to begin with, we wouldn't have to panic.
But you know what I was thinking? At what point do I message the girl at the next stop to say I think I've been kidnapped?
Yeah, because I was just like, because I think he must have like seen us like being like a little bit scared in the backseat because it was a massive car, and he was just like, "Oh yeah," we were like just driving around. It was a weird route, and it wasn't making any sense. And then it was just like warehouses, and it's like, oh, I've seen movies where people get murdered down here. It's like, okay. And I was just like, what do I do? Do I just like defend or just accept it?
I mean, it wasn't a weapon, but I suppose I could have used it on him. Obviously, I did equestrian studies, so I had a whip. I
think you would have liked that. And then the skyline just opens out in front of us, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you this." Okay,
Should have said that first.
I can't like think about that right now because I'm like a little mid panic attack.
At least you weren't alone. It would have been worse if you'd been alone.
Yeah, no, it was terrifying. It was quite nice. And then when we started,
Was he nice, despite the fact he scared the shit out of you?
I guess he was okay. I didn't really see him. I was just terrified. I was just like, I'm gonna be dead.
Oh, I didn't know if like he'd driven you a few times.
No,
okay.
This is the first time.
Was he attractive? Not that makes any difference if you're
I
going
can't
to kidnap
remember.
and murder you.
I can't remember. I was
But
terrified.
there's some that you'd rather
it
be
was a
kidnapped
bit-
and murdered by.
Yeah, because it was a bit weird. Because the hotel concierge was just like, "Yeah, we have a driver outside. He'll take you where you need to go."
Oh, look at you living the high life.
It was a decent hotel. And then it's just like
She
just
says in like it was better than 5-star, 6-star hotel.
big massive black car. I can't afford that. Big massive black car, and we're just like, "Is this it?" And then he's
Yes,
just
it
like,
is. You get in with your little shades and your. Is that what you spent your inheritance on after you killed your husband and left him in the garage?
"No, I'm buying a house. I told you, I'm buying a house." This was years ago.
Is it? And then you're gonna bury your husband's ashes in the garden.
Um,
Are you taking him with you, or are you leaving him here in the garage?
I leave him here in the garage.
Okay.
Could be the next person's problem. And they'll be like, "Those people who left these ashes."
Yeah, what happens now if you do all move out?
It's not our problem anymore.
Yeah, but what if they ring you and be like, you left your dead grandma behind?
So that's not us. That was the previous
People
owners.
before.
So it's your problem now.
God, how many families are going to have random people's ashes?
I don't know. It's not our
I
problem.
wonder if there's a common occurrence.
I don't know. You have to be kind of heartless to be like, "Oh, I don't want your ashes."
I left grandma behind.
I don't. Anyway,
I don't see how you forget them.
maybe you don't like them. I don't know.
But then why would you have the ashes in the first place? You'd have just chucked them in the bin.
Oh, with the ashes in the Patreon episode, people
Yeah.
won't understand this at
well,
all.
they're going to have to sign up to Patreon then, aren't they?
Oh well, yes, exactly. Sign up for Patreon.
Yeah, so sign up for Patreon and you'll find out how Natasha killed her first husband.
And on that note, keep creeping.
We'll keep digging.